Thank you very much. And when he said enthusiastic, he really meant loud. So if you can hear me without that, I won't worry about it. But if you want me to use it, just say yes. Okay, you got it. I can do that too. If it's is it working now? Okay. I couldn't tell if it was working for him. Well, thank you very much for being here and for that very kind introduction. We are so glad to be here as they introduced Peyton as well, my right-hand woman, and she'll give us show and tell here in a little bit as well. Funfest is almost here, as well as some other events for Visit Kingsport. And I have to say, I've almost made the full circuit of our civic event or civic clubs, and you all have to be the biggest group. I'm very impressed. So well done. This completes, I think, all of them. But thanks for having us. Indeed, we are so glad to be back to having events, period. 2020 was not easy on anybody, and it certainly was not easy on those of us who plan large-scale events for a living. So we're more than anything glad to be back and glad to be able to bring Funfest and other events back to this community. We are blessed to be in a community that supports them, with businesses that support them. We would not have any of them without the support of this city, with our BMA, and as well as all of the businesses and volunteers. So it's almost here. As Jim mentioned, Twilight Alive is one of his favorites, and we do kick that off tomorrow. So your first concert for Broad Street is tomorrow, which is oddly on a Saturday because of the holiday. So we're going to kick off tomorrow night. I hope you'll join us. We feel like maybe 75,000 of our closest friends are going to be there. So we're going to kick off with Smokey Jones and the $3 Pistols, which I feel like will entertain you with music that sounds exactly like their name. And we'll follow that with a fireworks show off Cement Hill. So we're glad to have fireworks back as well. So we hope you'll join us. We start at 7 o'clock tomorrow on Broad Street. We've got some food trucks lined up. All the downtown businesses are excited, and we're just glad to be bringing that event back. It's going to be a little bit shorter this year. Of course, nature of the times. Nobody was exactly sure what to do or how to do it. So for Twilight Alive, we're going to have 4 concerts this year. We'll have this Saturday, and then next Friday, you'll have Benny Wilson Band and Ivy Road, which is always a local fan favorite and typically one of our most highly attended events. On the 16th, which also serves to kick off Funfest, we will have Entice Band, which if you've ever gone to the Chamber Annual Dinner, it's a very similar style band. It's a party band very similar to Party on the Moon. So we're very excited to what they bring to the table on the 16th. We'll take a Friday off since Funfest will be happening and come back and finish up Twilight Alive on the 30th with a great group called Members Only. It's an 80s tribute band. We've had them here before. If you've seen them, I'm sure you loved it. We're real fans of them. And that finishes up us perfectly in time that you can then go enjoy the Allendale August Under the Stars series, which goes all of the Thursdays in August. So we've always been we've been great partners between us, that we certainly don't want to overlap each other, and we equally support each other with either our own sponsorships or sponsors that we use. So you got a lot of music for July and August coming up, and we're really excited about that. Happy to answer any questions about those as well when we get to the end. So somewhere there in the middle, we also have Funfest. I'm certainly blessed to be in this position. I've spent many years with Lucy, and I don't know that I was ready for her to say she was going to retire, but here we are. So we're in full steam. Luckily, we're close enough now that I don't have to give you all the speech of, I can't tell you who the concert is, and I'm not exactly sure what it's going to look like, and I can't tell you if you're going to wear a mask or not. Luckily, we're on the home stretch. So concerts are fully announced. All tickets are on sale. All registrations are open, and all merchandise is on sale. Now, I made the mistake of forgetting to bring you a schedule book. So now you're forced to go across the street to the Funfest store to get your schedule book, and you can also buy all your tickets and your merchandise that we're going to show you. But we kick it off on the 16th. We'll start with a parade, of course, in downtown, which we know has always been dubbed the world's longest parade in the history of all parades. And we hope that it'll be that again this year. And following that will be a concert on Broad Street. I will tell you one little difference for this year, if you typically attend that, is that concert usually happens up on Church Circle. We're actually going to stay down on the 100 block of Broad where we do the Twilight Alive series. It gives us a little more room. So that concert will not be up next to Church Circle, but we're looking forward to really kicking it off with that Broad Street boogie. So then we roll straight into our opening weekend, Crazy Eights. If any of you saw the news out of them, yesterday was their press conference. I think it was yesterday. It was sometime in the last 48 hours. So they're happy to announce Crazy 8's race is back. Registrations are in motion, so if any of you would like to walk or run, I will not be. I will hobble through it. But they are so excited this year to have that race back, and such a great partner for Funfest. They will not be bringing in the international runners this year. COVID just did not allow for that. So we kind of started talking about it and think it's going to be a whole different race, and almost even neater, because literally anyone has a chance to win that race that maybe never had a chance. And so it's going to kind of be cool to see if we have a local runner that gets to say, I won the Crazy 8s this year, and really carry that with all that race holds throughout the country. So we're excited for that one. A week full of events. There are a few events that have taken the year off that are a lot of our normals, and we are going to miss them this year. We foresee them coming back. A few of those that hurt my heart a little bit. Exchange Place did have to take the year off with Farmfest this year, but everyone from there has assured they will be back and strong next year. The dog show also took a year off this year, but we look forward to those coming back. We got some new events that we're really excited about. The Rotary Clubs are putting on a river race. So, the city, of course, has been working on getting more attention back down on the riverfront area. And so we're excited. Granted, the insurance companies in 2021 don't allow me to float children in cardboard down the river anymore like used to be so fabulous with the Crazy Boat Race. I begged. They say no. So here we are. We're going to use kayaks and canoes. I'll follow the rules. So I think it's going to be a neat event. It's for all abilities of kayaking or canoeing or paddleboards. And it's just a timed trial event. So you're not racing side by side. You are just racing against yourself, and then they'll tally those times at the end. So I think that's going to be a neat event, an event that's really going to grow. They'll start to add some more things to that to really expand the visibility down on the river during Funfest. So we're really excited about that. If any of you were medallion hunters back in the day, do we have any medallion enthusiasts? That's right. It's back. Finally, I said when I took this job I had 2 goals, and that was bring back the real Funfest medallion hunt and get the Crazy Boat Race back on the river. Well, I lost one. That's fine. I'll take it. So the medallion hunt is back. We're super excited about that. Kubota of Kingsport came in to pick up the sponsorship on that. We brought in a star clue rider that I will not disclose, and hope that we will truly be able to do justice to what that event used to be. We all, of course, joke, and I think they take it as a term of endearment, that event truly has a cult following. And so they're excited to have that back. So they'll hunt Monday through Saturday for medallions all around the greater Kingsport area for cash prizes this year. So we're excited about that. It's the whole week is full of a lot of normal. In our eyes, Funfest is back in its normal for its 40th anniversary. Being one of the longest running festivals of that size, in the state and in the country, we're proud to be in such a small community that truly can put up such big events. There's a lot that can't, and there's a lot that certainly cannot support it for more than a few years. So to be rolling into our 40th anniversary is something we are so proud of. And that is a testament to all of the people here, to our leadership, and to all of our businesses in this community. So the week, of course, has kids events, sporting events. I'm happy to answer any question about any specific event to the best of my ability today. And then we'll end that week, of course, with our Sunset Concert Series. We're so excited about that this year. Again, nobody really knew what concerts would be like or what entertainers were going to do. And everybody really worked on short timelines this year. But we're so proud of the lineup that we were able to put forward with our sponsors. So we'll start that series with Crowder for the Contemporary Christian Concert. A favorite of many that saw him years ago when he was a smaller guy. Now he's a bigger guy in the industry. Opening for him is a local, Tyler Boyd. I'm sure many of you probably know Tyler Boyd in this room. We actually graduated college together. So we're excited to get her on the big stage. So I'm really excited for her. I know she is thrilled. Following her will be Andrew Ripp, and finish that night out with Crowder. On Friday night, we will start with Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors. If you're not a fan of Drew Holcomb, he is a Tennessee guy that really is just a neat story and such a neat musician. His wife is also a musician, and she does contemporary Christian music. And then together, they also do his band. And just a really neat story. Something that came full circle for us with him is during the pandemic, we all work within Visit Kingsport, and the state, of course, was scrambling on what do we do to get people traveling? How do we safely invite people to travel Tennessee? So one thing the state tourism department did was pick Drew Holcomb's family and say, we're just sending you and your kids on a vacation safely around the state. So they traveled all over the state with their kids, and one of their stops just happened to be Kingsport. So they spent a few days with us, went to Bays Mountain, ate at Powell's, did all of the things, rode the carousel, and all we knew was the state said, hey, here they come. They were here for a few days and went on their way. Well, come to find out later on, they, on that traveling, were writing a song. So they wrote a song about Tennessee and what it meant to them and what they really felt like was the heartstrings of Tennessee. And it's a super neat song. And then, not on purpose, we end up having them booked to play Funfest. So we're so excited to kind of see the product of their travels around the state here on the big stage. So for that night, we'll close out with Old Crow Medicine Show, of course, the original Wagon Wheel. And we're excited about that, a neat group of guys with a really great following. So Saturday, Eastman, of course, we're blessed to have Eastman with presenting that Saturday concert and fireworks. We certainly could not do that without them. So we will kick off that night with Jake Hoot. If you're a fan of The Voice on NBC, Jake Hoot was the gentleman from Cookeville that won 2 years ago. And so we're really excited to see him here. And of course, he'll bring a nice little local following, but also that national following from being a winner on The Voice. And we will close out with another wagon wheel. Darius Rucker, also not on purpose. We just magically ended up with double wagon wheels. So Darius Rucker, if you don't know, is also Hootie of Hootie and the Blowfish. So if you've never seen a concert with them, it is such a neat show. It's truly one of my favorite concerts I've ever been to because they do the country, but they also do the Hootie and the Blowfish. And so you really get all of it in one concert. So we're so excited about that. And of course, end with the Eastman Fireworks Show that can't be touched by anything else. We'll try tomorrow night, but I can assure you it is not an Eastman Fireworks Show. Nor does it have an Eastman's Fireworks Show price tag. But we're really, really excited. Another thing that makes Funfest what it is, of course, is the hot air balloons. And we will have a full slate of balloons here. And if the weather gods make it happen, hopefully we will fly them 3 times at least and glow on Friday night. And so if we can pull it off with perfect weather, we're excited to see how this anniversary year plays out. We brought some merchandise to show you. You can get any of this on sale now, right across the street, just a nice little jaunt across the road. This is the main shirt, what we call the main shirt at least, with our logo for the year. Neat story about the logo. If you didn't see it in the paper, they did a little story on it. Gentleman that I graduated high school with actually submitted that logo. He is from Kingsport by way of then living in California and then to Nashville and just wowed us with his logo. And then come to find out, he opened his own company in Nashville that does artist designs for album covers, poster work, whatever, all that. He has his own band as well. Well, he actually designed the latest album cover for Darius Rucker. So now he's going to be here with that team that he worked with. So everything is kind of weirdly connected this year in a neat way. So we also have an orange option, a heathered orange. It's not technically a Tennessee orange, but if it makes you buy it that it's Tennessee orange, it is Tennessee orange. And then a pink as well. Real men wear pink, and then the ladies, of course, love it. You're doing a great job, Vanna. A men's performance tee, so that's the athletic style tee. A long sleeve tee in military green. Let's see what else she's got. All of our youth tees are in a cobalt-ish blue. I'll tell you one fun thing about COVID is that it made it impossible to buy t-shirts. They didn't make any t-shirts, so picking out t-shirt colors and then finding more than 5 of them is a real adventure. So we had to get creative this year. We started out with 4 options of hats. You only see one because we magically sold all of them on the first 2 days, but they're on their way back in. So if you miss seeing them, we do have a trucker style camo front mesh back hat with a Funfest patch on it that is awesome, and it's sold out in the first day. So there are more, hopefully, I pray, arriving by the time I get back to the office. We also had a ladies tie-dye hat. It's pink, blue, yellow, all the colors. Don't get attacked by the ice. So we do have a tie-dye hat that also will be back in today. And then we have this stone-colored hat with navy that they call the dad hat. So you'll have some more options coming, or you can get that one today. A Cool Band headband, because we all know it's only 900 degrees for the week of Funfest. So those are the ones you can dip in water and wear around your neck or your head or whatever. There's your Funfest mug for the 40th anniversary, as well as an ornament to mark the 40th anniversary. We grabbed the one that didn't say Funfest. It's okay. And this is a drink holder. Yeah, it does say fun. Very impressed by the puzzle. We got many more items over at our store across the street as well. So we hope you'll come visit and sign up for events. We got registrations open over there. Sign up for the parade. Tickets on sale, of course, for the Moonlight Hike, the Barbershop Quartet. We got a little bit of everything. And so we hope you'll join us for something. And I am more than happy to answer any questions that I can, or I will make it up and you will believe it. I hope. On the first Sunday, you have croquet at Allendale, you have the Allendale house tours, there is the community worship service, and the food truck rally. So all those events have been happening for a few years there together. So kind of everybody talked about it this year and was like, let's try something different. Especially knowing that we weren't trying to squeeze the Farmfest event in the middle. We're trying to see how can we make all the times of these events work to where somebody could go try to hit them all, including when Farmfest is back. So what we're going to do is now move that event that typically happened right in the middle of the heat of the day, and those events are going to start at 3 o'clock. So you can, of course, if you want to go to church that morning, you can actually go by the farmer's market and hit the Lazy Days Handmade Market, which is a super neat event with a lot of vendors. Then you can head to Allendale, do your house tours beginning at 3. You can then visit the food truck rally, play croquet, and then the church service is actually going to be at 7 o'clock in the amphitheater. They kind of just did it out in the middle of the field in the past. They're now going to do it in the amphitheater, which is going to be a really neat change for them. So you can come hang out there for dinner. The food trucks will be open until 8 o'clock. So check that out. There's food trucks around 1. You get food trucks again on Monday night at Rhythm and Riverview. A great band, the Extraordinaires, is going to be playing Monday night for that. And then Wednesday, of course, we start the taste. On Wednesday, you've got the giant screen movie, which unfortunately I can't tell you what the movie is yet. I can tell you next week, but if I was to tell you, it's an awesome movie, an awesome kids movie. It's my favorite kids movie, so just know it's great, and you'll hear about it next week. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we've got 17 vendors, a lot that have been there before, but a lot of new ones that we're really excited about. So full slate of food trucks. You got to see if you can eat at all of them, of course, while you're there. And we're just glad they're all back. We weren't sure what are they going to think about doing the event, and so they were ready to go. So we're excited about that. Yes, sir.